They my pop Reginald McDonald, the day he passed in '96, Stunner picked me up that same day. That same day, I got in the car, I had a little look on my face. He said his exact words was, "Look like you just lost your father. What's wrong?"
Since 2003, I'm about to hit this. So you been gone? I've been gone for 14 summers, man. You hear me? But I ain't swum since 2003.
What's the real deal here? It goes back generations, and we're talking about some deep-rooted old head ties between Weezy's pops. Welcome to a new viral drama where the industry's dirtiest secrets aren't safe anymore. We're snatching them straight out of the vault and dropping them in your lap raw, loud, and uncut. And guess who's right at the center of it? Antoine Massey, the same guy who broke out of jail and immediately went online to mock the police like it was a game. Wayne Lil. Yes, Weezy himself had better have his attorney on call because rumors are circulating that he is indirectly connected to Antoine's father, Big Twine, and that crazy prison escape out in Orleans Rabbit. It isn't just a small town coincidence. Rather, it's a connection that has the feds taking notice, even if it's a stretch, and they may even bring Wayne in for some interrogation. Let's get this straight. Even though Lil Wayne hasn't been charged or identified as a suspect, people are still bringing up his name online and in the streets. And to be honest, it's not that crazy. Antoine Massey ain't no random face if Big Twine and Rabbit really used to roll in the same New Orleans circles. You already know the feds are treating that as a serious lead. And here's what really turns up the heat. Wayne was crazy close with Rabbit that was his OG, his rock. So now everybody's wondering, how much does Weezy really know? Wayne's always kept it real about how much his pops meant to him. He straight up said Rabbit was the reason he even became Lil Wayne. So if Rabbit and Big Twine, Antoine's father, were really locked in like that. Back in the day, folks are now asking just how deep those roots go, and whether those street ties got passed down without anyone even noticing. Now let's be clear. Wayne and Antoine, they ain't known to be tight, no flicks, no DMs, no videos, nothing out there linking directly, but we're talking Orleans, baby. That city's history thick, and everybody knows somebody who knows somebody. So when Antoine busted out of prison and started clowning the cops on social media like it was a skit, all eyes turned straight to the industry side. And of course, Wayne's name started swirling. Add to that his own messy past with the law. We haven't forgotten those gun charges.
With Assured Supervision Accountability Program, or ASAP, an electronic monitoring company says Massey was a red flag from the start.
The drug case in that Rikers Island bid back in 2010 still makes headlines when things get hot, even though he has been chilling lately and staying low-key. Now, this doesn't mean Wayne is guilty of anything, but when you're a megastar with close family ties to the same blocks that gave rise to a fugitive like Antoine Massey, you can bet that law enforcement will start looking around. They don't need proof. They just need a reason to dig. And at this moment, they might be warming up the shovel. Nobody can be certain that Weezy will receive that call from the feds. But with a criminal history in his back view and his name ringing bells worldwide, Wayne isn't exactly out of the conversation. But let's see what this Massey is doing. He has full-on chest pieces tattooed across his face and forehead, which you would think would make him stand out like a walking billboard. But nope. This man somehow vanished into thin air after breaking out of a New Orleans jail on May 16th with 9 other inmates, and guess what? He's still gone nearly 2 weeks later, and only 2 of them have been apprehended. Massey and another dude named Groves are both second-degree murder charges. That's not work. Cops are in full manhunt mode. E. Groves is known to be a violent threat, charged with straight-up murder and manslaughter, but Massey has people calling him the Louisiana. A no-joke. This dude's pulled off at least 3 escapes, and that's just the ones we know about. His first breakout was back when he was still a juvenile, so yeah, if you thought this was some rookie criminal, think again. This man's been ghosting systems since he was a kid. Back in 2019, Massey pulled off another wild one. Dude, straight. Ran out of Morehouse Parish Jail with another inmate. Photos show a dislodged toilet inside one of the cells, and the words "too easy" scribbled above, pointing to a hole where the inmates are believed to have escaped. They hopped into a rental car like it was some movie scene and vanished. Who plans? A whole jailbreak with what looked like an Uber outside? This man's got real-life GTA energy. Now fast forward to today, and law enforcement is convinced Massey masterminded this latest escape too. Word on the street is He had the whole playbook ready, we're talking. Hotel rooms already booked, food setups. Waiting cash on standby, everything locked in. And here's the kicker. This man was running a cash app hustle inside the jail. He wasn't just sitting around, he was out here building a mini criminal empire from behind bars. Well, the jail setup was a disaster waiting to happen. The locks were trash, broken down. Massey and crew spent 20 whole minutes jimmying a busted sliding door, slipping into another cell, and ripping a toilet sink combo off the wall behind it, a pipe chase with steel bars, and get this, they sliced through those bars with electric hair clippers. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, the maintenance guy? Yep. Sterling Williams again shut the water off so it wouldn't flood, then dipped. He claimed he was threatened with a shank, but come on. Add to that, the pod guard walked off to get food, and the civilian in charge of the security cameras was just gone. No eyes. Nobody batted an eye when the crew slid out into the loading dock. To make it even more cunning, some of these idiots had the audacity to bolt the toilet back onto the wall before vanishing, as if they were cleaning up the scene or something. In a matter of days, they captured the majority of the escapees. They scaled the wall like it was a heist movie, threw towels over the barbed wire, and ran across the I-10 as if they were scoring a touchdown. Lenton Leo Tate Sr. and Van Buren Jr., Keenan Dick, Dennis Gary Price Moody, Robert Miles, Kendall one by one, Jermaine Donald, and Corey Boyd were gathered up and sent back to Sterling. Lockup. Williams, the jail employee who said he was intimidated, is currently being charged with 10 charges of simple escape plus office fraud, which is serious work.
Calls on Sheriff Susan Hudson to step down after the jailbreak. Andres Fuentes reports the Attorney General would rather Hudson work through the investigation into this escape.
Employees got suspended without pay, and one more has already been booked. But it didn't stop at the inside. Outside the fence, things got dirtier. Cops arrested 5 friends and family members who were hiding the escapees. 2 women got charged as accessories after the fact, and 4 people linked to Van Buren got caught thinking a weekend hideout would be slick. Authorities are making it crystal clear more insiders had to be in on this. Let's be real for a second. Nobody's slicing through steel bars with clippers, wrecking the plumbing, and strolling out a loading dock like it's lunchtime unless the whole place was already halfway unlocked. So, yeah, while that escape looked slick for a hot minute, the manhunt came in swinging and slapped all the shine off real quick. 8 of the 10 are already back in jumpsuits locked down. The other 2, still out there, and everyone who so much as handed over a snack or a phone call is swapping selfies for mugshots. It's a full-on domino effect, and now everybody even slightly linked to this chaos got something to say. First up, the jail has been falling apart, with broken locks, thin staff, and no resources. Sheriff Susan Hudson, who oversees Orleans Parish. Jail stepped up and said what most people in her position would never admit. This one's on me. Yes, she owned it. However, she didn't stop there. She also hinted that it wasn't just about broken doors. It was about people inside opening them, whether that means physically or behind the scenes someone let this happen. Then you got DA Jason Williams isn't holding back when he says that 10 deadly guys don't simply scuttle through concrete and barbed wire without assistance. But here's the thing. The state is now offering $20,000 rewards for each of Antoine Massey and Derek Groves, who are still on the run. This is how serious it has gotten. Officials have already warned that if you are caught helping them, you will go down with them. But here's the gag. How do you ask for more money when the system you're running can't even stop people from busting? Out through a toilet? The public's trust in the New Orleans justice system was already precariously shaky. And now that thread has abruptly broken, former inmates, activists, and insiders are publicly denouncing the jail's conditions as cruel, disintegrated, and wholly unfit. Let's face it, this escape isn't the illness, it's the symptom. This scandal has not only shaken the jail's leadership. Although certain individuals have engaged in dubious behavior, the system as a whole has been failing for years, as evidenced by broken locks, vacant guard stations, and leadership avoiding responsibility. The spotlight is now shining stronger than ever since this system is in front of everyone. What about Lil Wayne? Is he just caught in the crossfire? Or is he about to be pulled into the heat? Please share your opinions in the comments section below and hit the like button. Will the feds pull him further into this issue due to his family's historical ties? If you're as shocked as we are, please press the subscribe button and share this video. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you don't miss the next wild update. I'll see you in the upcoming video.